Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Illinois' offense will have the opening possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out at field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So the Missouri Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got a man. It's Garcia. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play, and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires on the move. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, fighting Illini. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Back to throw, it's Hester. Under fire. And down he goes back at the 3.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Garcia. And the Tigers get enough for the 1st down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Finds a spot in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Bringing the heat. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They just keep firing. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. Way to respond.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to Northern Illinois. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, a tester. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Whitaker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll move the wide receiver from the gun on third down. Good timing on the quick out. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Missouri! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll run play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Makes the catch at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sets up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the... The officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. To the air, it's Hester. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result.
Oh, he's got some takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it and still on his feet. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely center cut. Now up by 7 points here in the second. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the...
And the defense gets moves, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for a man. It's Hester. He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Never a doubt. Right. Line getting set on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
His defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass, it's Hester. Going up top. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time.
Turning it on. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. They opened up this drive getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Got room to work. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. He might want another play. They'll ride Davis here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick release on the RPO. He's got enough for a Missouri first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Hester. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all...
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be knocked down. The inside handoff. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Right back to the well. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. The run to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Hester. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. Worst thing I can.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Hester. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Illinois lining up quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Trying to set up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Illini.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
Looking for an open area to his left. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Hester. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to...